Hey, ladies, what's up? It's so good to be with you a second time this week. I just could not stay away. Hello, and welcome to this amazing group with all of these amazing women doing really cool things when it comes to our health, doing our best to ask for help, to be intentional, to put ourselves first, to say yes when it's appropriate, to learn to say no when it's appropriate, to begin to navigate boundaries and our self-care in balance with caring for others, which is a value of ours. And what does that really mean? And how does my weight and my relationship with food and my body, and then it's, the holidays and family and feelings and emotions, and it can sometimes feel like a lot. And so several of you have come to me and asked me, why? Like it seems to be very important that if I just really understood like the reason why I struggle with my weight, or I struggle with sticking to like a healthy eating plan whatsoever, that I end up, binging or eating things that I don't really want to, or that don't make me feel good, or just can't seem to lose weight, can't seem to keep the motivation or the energy. Like there's so many questions, and it's so common. So many ladies ask me, like, can you help me just figure out why? If I just understood why, I know that I would be able to make whatever change. And I'm going to answer that question here publicly for all of you. If you really want to know why, there is a very simple, easy, and free way that you can uncover exactly why you are doing all the things that you are doing with food and your body image, and why it's a struggle. Now, if you feel like you already know why, and you would like some help in changing that and navigating that and healing that and moving past that and letting that be in the past and moving into the future that you really want, where you're feeling really good and comfortable and confident in your body, where again, you're saying yes when it's appropriate and no when it's appropriate, and really honoring yourself, but also honoring the people around you and continuing to serve and to show up in the way that you want to show up, and your body getting more and more healthy each and every single day. Like, call me, girl. I'm here for you. Comment below, send me a private message, and I am happy to help you navigate and move through exactly what is going on and what are the next steps for you. And if you're still in that like really curious why and just feeling frustrated, this is like super easy, simple way that you can find this out. But I recommend that you do this for 30 days. That every single morning you get up and you sit quietly for 30 minutes. No music, no guidance, no cat, no dog, no person, no cup of coffee. No, well, I'm going to do it while I'm enjoying the birds on my front porch. None of that. Just you sitting in quiet time for 30 minutes every day for 30 days. What comes up for you in that 30 minutes of stillness, of quiet time, is going to be a huge indicator of what's going on internally that is producing the life experience that you currently have. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things that are going right. And so you are going to be able to and experience the joy and the benefit of all the things that you were doing right. And wherever the little tweaks and twists are, you're going to know in the way that you are thinking about it. And so if the way that you were thinking about this situation comes with blame and shame and judgment, then that is the key right there. It is just not possible to really build this kind of relationship with your body and with food, with you're healthy and you're vibrant and you're alive and you're making good choices for yourself and you're feeling invigorated and at the best that you can possibly be at this phase of your life, at this age, at this place, at this time, like you're most vital, coming from a place of trying to control, of shaming, of blaming, of guilting, of judging, of needing it to be like this. So that is the little space in between, where if you feel like that is an important place for you to be, is to really understand, to get underneath what is happening and really be able to see, why is this going on the way that it is? Why do I have the kind of results that I'm having in my life right now? Now, if you're happy with your results, that's freaking awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. If there's something that is bringing you some discomfort and you're not happy with the results that you're getting in your life, it is profound what you will learn in quiet time each morning as you just take some time to pause, just set a little, set a little phone thing here. And I'll tell you, I still do this. What I've learned in my experience is that I'm human. And so there's always fun stuff that is coming up because I'm constantly growing and changing and expanding. Like I've never been this age with this life, these issues, with this body ever before in my life. The foundation is my history, but that's not all that I am. That's not all that she wrote. That's not all that's available to me. I am continuing through new conversations and new books and new ideas and the newness of life and the changing of my biology and my thinking and everything that's going on, continuing to expand and to grow. And so things will come up and it's kind of like, it kind of feels like cyclical sometimes, where it's like, oh, this issue again, but it's not quite the same because I'm not quite the same. So as my perspective and my understanding and my skill set and my vision and what I am actually capable of and what I can actually see and incorporate into my experience continues to change as well. So I am sometimes pleasantly surprised and sometimes embarrassed of what comes up when I am in my quiet time, but it is always, always revealing of what is really going on. What is the next step in my journey that is looking to be resolved, that is looking to be nurtured, that is looking to be heard. I don't need to go and, go back in time and fix everything all at once, but I will know what my next step is. And you will too. You will know what your next best step is to help you move from where you are at to where you want to be based on the way that you're thinking about it and what's coming up for you during that quiet time. I will also say, if this is not a skill that you have nurtured, it might not be super comfortable. So having somebody to talk to that understands this process and is experienced in this, not just personally, but also professionally. So someone like a health coach, like myself, or there's a million other ones, if you resonate with them, or a therapist or whatever, that can really help you understand how to navigate the uncomfortableness of change at first. It is quite common for things to feel like they're all kind of falling apart when we're making some adjustments in our life. And if we don't know and aren't encouraged that it's only because we're looking at it from a very small perspective and that it will work out for the best, like keep going, what you're experiencing, you're not crazy. There's nothing wrong. Like this is kind of part of it. I mean, it's kind of like if you were, this is kind of a weird analogy, but just popped into my mind, but it's like, if you are like get cut or something like that, but like you're in the mud and it gets cut and you've got to wash it. And it's like, well, this hurts more. Like you're making it worse. It seems like it's worse, but like someone who actually knows, you're like, I get that it's uncomfortable, but you have to clean it. Otherwise you are going to have an infection. Like it's going to be way worse later. So let's take the time to really clean it out properly now so that we can bandage it up and it can heal properly and quickly. And you can go on even stronger than before. Sometimes that can happen. And if you're doing this kind of stuff on your own, this is kind of one of the reasons why I hesitate sometimes to really share a lot of the different techniques and resources and tools that I have is because when we do them in a silo by ourselves without the community and the support, for ourselves, when things go wonky, how do we know what's normal and keep going and what needs to be addressed and rerouted? We don't know that on our own. We just don't have the experience yet. So I strongly encourage you to find someone that you like, that you respect, that, or maybe that bugs you. Sometimes those are the best teachers, because you're like, there's something there to be learned, right? Sometimes I have done that where it's like, oh my God, like I really like what they have, but like as a person, like that, that person just kind of like rubs me the wrong way. And sometimes I learn that like, ooh, that's a piece of me that I have denied, that they're reflecting back a piece of me that either I don't like, or I'm uncomfortable with, or I haven't forgiven completely, or something like that. So it was actually this draw to that person to help me bring that out, so that that piece can be healed and we can move on. So that is kind of my 2 cents on that. I do strongly encourage you to sit quietly. If that's already a practice of yours, that is way awesome. And so if you're already kind of there and you're now looking for techniques and strategies to continue moving you forward, awesome. I'd love to hear where you are at and what it is that you're doing, and happy to share my experience with you. If this is a new process for you, I encourage you to do it and also seek support and help around that, so that you really have everything that you need to be the best that you can possibly be today. And when I say the best, it's not like, oh, we never have a bad feeling again. Right? Like that isn't actually what we're going for, but it's really the ability to navigate our feelings and emotions and have like emotional sobriety, where there is a soberness to it, where we have peace of mind around the ups and downs of life. And when we feel like we have the skill set necessary to deal with a variety of different issues and problems and things that come up in life, then the fear that we don't have what we need to manage begins to soften and fade, and we're able to move into life with a bit more confidence, with our head held a bit higher, and taking up the place in the space that we have in this body, and letting that be okay and really shining. So that is what I just felt very inspired to share with you. So thank you, all of you that have reached out and are asking questions and are engaging and wanting to know more and sharing with me where you're at on this journey of health and vitality, and how just little tweaks in the way that we think about things, just a little bit understanding, a little softening around the edges really makes all the difference for us. I love you so very much, and we will talk soon.